Libra. Hi, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hi, Libra. How are you doing? I hope everyone is safe and well. Listen, what I was getting for you, my dear Libras, is a need for self-care in the written channeling if you're new. Space for self, Lioness, High Priestess energies, Atlantean energies, and blue light, which lets me know there's, Syrian energy involved here. So you may be very connected to the dog star. Interesting that is coming through the dog star Sirius. Very interesting. We're gonna have a look into your current energies, the higher view over your situation, and what you can do to help yourself. So advice from spirit is coming through, and please be advised that those messages are for those that seek personal and spiritual growth. Particularly, that's the intention, and also the intention is to encourage, elevate, and empower you on your particular journey, okay? So if you find these messages triggering in any way, that's why. They're meant to trigger growth, right? They're meant to be, trigger thoughts. They're meant to trigger that sort of a thing. That's what wants to come through. Of course, blessings will be seen as well, or where a struggle may lead you towards. It's interesting because not all intros are the same, and yours seem to be particularly different. So I'm curious what wants to come through here, my dear Libra. Let's have a look. What's up with you? Give me a minute. By the way, not all cards that are jumping are necessarily for you. I'll ask the cards in particular if they're for you. This one, yes. Oh, past life stuff, for sure. It's not surprising that Atlantean energy came through, like the Lioness High Priestess energy, because this is very much letting me know about a bloodline that you may be connected to. So it may go back very far towards the Atlantean bloodline is what I'm feeling here for you. This one, no. This one, yes. There's healing indicated when it comes to that very bloodline. You may even have triggered this healing, or will be triggering this healing that's happening. It's funny because usually I find like the Six of Cups should be laying here, somewhere more in the past kind of a space, but it's in the future. So that also lets me know it's very beneficial for the future to work with these energies, to work with that specific bloodline or ancestral lineage. But I'm being given bloodline. You know how we have, how they're talking about the Mary Magdalene bloodline. There seems to be an Atlantean bloodline as well, and you seem to have a strong connection here too, possibly also to Sirius, the dog star, because the dog star particularly seems to come through here. You know how there's different types of star seeds too? And even if you don't identify as a starseed or don't feel particularly called to that term, or to, Pleiadian starseed, Syrian starseed, Orion starseed, I'm feeling that strong connection. So take it if it resonates and just leave it out. If it doesn't, then it's meant for someone else or for you later. For you later. But it's very beneficial for you to tap into those, into that particular timeline, into that particular bloodline, the Atlantean bloodline, because there is information that wants to come through, that wants to help you with the future endeavors here for you. This one, no, 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 yes. Okay, wow. This seems to be a current situation. And again, it is funny because I feel it should be reversed, but it is not. So time is very fluid, right? It's not in a linear fashion at all. It's just everything's happening at the same time, more or less. But still, this is in the future position. So it's interesting, they would let us know the future before they give us your present moment. Future and the past, that is, because they're talking about the past, like way back, like more than 500 years, I want to say. More than that, more than that. So this is also denoting to all the lives that you have lived here already, Libra, and how powerful of a being you have become. This is very much talking to me about the High Priestess state with the Queen of Cups here for you. She's highly intuitive, very, very connected. You're very, very connected. I'm almost getting the scales with her two hands here, keeping things in balance because you know how to do it, right? You're a true queen in your own right, or a true king in your own right. Please take that apply that to you and your situation. Okay, some, this is very specific. Some may have like a discus fish or a disc fish, however they're called, those ones. Are you thinking about it, or you find these particularly interesting, or a spirit animal or something like that? This is really specific. Those are pretty though. Very pretty. All right, I'm getting this force field, this energy field around you that protects you through all layers and all timelines, I want to say. This should be happening intentional, like this healing. It's not something that happens unconsciously, I want to say. It is something that you can bring about, tap yourself into at your own liking. It is an option, is what, oh, okay, okay. This is an option here for you. Because all of a sudden with me saying that, I felt all sorts of streams going away from this one, from the Queen of Cups. So you were receiving the information to either go that route. You know how we get the nudges, the intuitive nudges to be like, okay, let's go this way. Although you may not particularly know where this path leads you yet, but if it feels good, it probably is for you, right? And then there's other ones that may be opening up to you, and it's a matter of choice for you. Will you be tapping yourself into those or no? But this seems to be a prominent one, and anything that Spirit gives is something that is serving you most at this time. It's much like when you have like, you know, a knot, and you don't really know where to start, and you're starting somewhere, whereas Spirit gives you the exact point that needs unknotting first, and then the rest may fall into place automatically. Whereas if we did it ourselves, it may take a way longer time to unknot. So this is that. Definitely. And there are no knots in that timeline at all. Like this is unknotted. Oh no. This one, yes. Wow. Wow, Two of Cups, the rainbow energy here. It's really significant because I feel it has to do with this one. You may have incarnated here with another that you have either met or not met yet, because this is the future position. But you two are definitely already connected, like on the higher planes. And I have a strong feeling this person, either romantic or not, could be a strong teacher to you and you to them, first of all. And I feel the strong connection to Sirius dog star. They keep saying dog star. And this is not something that, I mean, I know Sirius is the dog star, but I would not necessarily refer to it in such a way. I would much prefer to say Sirius. So maybe this is something that you are saying, or that you like to refer to that system in such a way. But it lets me know that you're both from there, that you have at least lived one lifetime there too. With the intention here, with that connection, the more we talk about it, the more it becomes apparent to me, and the more I see here. Whereas before I only saw a white dot and not so much the colors around. Now I see it's an actual star. Now I see these colors enhanced. So solar plexus and sacral chakra here are highlighted, and you're able to tap into this like a lifeline that helps you here down on earth. I'm also getting this crystalline kind of a dress that she's wearing now, that like the colors are so beautiful. We've had this before and I couldn't quite make it out. Right now it seems to me she's wearing some sort of a liquid dress almost, if that makes any sense. So maybe this also has to do with Sirius, with and with Atlantis probably too, with the way they used to dress. Maybe you feel a strong inclination to dress differently, or to do things differently, to do things the Atlantean way. I'm also getting water birth now really strongly. I know who this is for. All right. More from this? No. Okay. We're done with the tarot here. This one, yeah. Let's go with the Guardian Angel cards. I'll pull you one more before we take it over to the Extended to find out more for you. The Extended is generally goes a little bit deeper and can take off completely, I want to say, because we're working with the Oracle cards over there most of the time. And then there's advice from Spirit and rituals and healing additions that you can do often in those. Go check it out if you want to. It's $11.11 a month, so you can cancel at any time, but you have a month's worth of all the extendeds that were ever created, plus all the ones that will be created within that month, okay? Yeah, this one, no. You have acceptance. Oh my God, I was feeling that so strongly yesterday and today too, that everything is perfect as it is. And that if you think about, because, okay, let me give you an example. If you were saying, for example, you can't have any children this lifetime, and this can be spot on, but I rather want to use it as an example that is very clear so that it can be understood. And you feel a lot of pain about not having children this lifetime, versus another lifetime where you had 7 children and sometimes wish you didn't have any because you had to give your whole life to those children, which was awesome too. But then there's this thing versus accepting in this lifetime that you can't have children because you have chosen to live a lifetime, to experience a lifetime without children. But sometimes, and I want to say this with a lot of love, because this can help mentally, if you turn that around, if you switch that perspective around as to, this is what I chose, and so let's make the most of it, versus, oh, because I don't have any children, my lifetime is so shitty, or because I've lived through so much trauma, I will never get better, which is a misconception, I want to say, okay? Because you can very much get better, and you can very much find still joy in your lifetime here, maybe even more joy. Do you understand where I'm trying to come from? I hope it is kind of clear. Or the lifetime where you did choose to have like 10 children or 7 or whatever I said, because you came from a lifetime where you couldn't have any children, and then you wanted that lifetime to have more children and experience the joy, but then there's also challenges. So there's always, no matter what you choose, there's always challenges, like good and bad, but we often sometimes also use these as excuses, and I'm not judging whatsoever because I do this too. We all do this. I'm just saying it sometimes can be super beneficial to be aware of that fact. We chose this particular lifetime. You chose that lifetime that you're living right now with everything it includes. But please know it also leads somewhere. It's not meant to keep you stuck in a place where you don't feel well. You're meant to evolve out of that space and get something else, get to a different point. And I feel we're getting to that in the extended. Now let me read this to you, the acceptance card. There is nothing about you that you need to fix. Exactly. Reclaim the disowned parts of you that yearn for love and acceptance. You are beautiful just as you are, my dear Libra, regardless of any faults you may perceive you have. You are an eternally radiant being of light. Accept all that you are and just be you. When you truly accept yourself, your whole world will magically and lovingly transform. I feel there's a huge new beginning that's on the horizon here for you. Again, if you would like to join Patreon for a month or longer, however long you want to stay, link is down below, $11.11 a month. If you just want to support, it's the $2 tier for you. And I appreciate all of you here watching. I appreciate so much all of my patrons. Thank you so much. I couldn't do this channel without you. I really appreciate you. I really hope this was helpful to all of you in some way or form. And I hope to see you next time. We're over on Patreon. So much love to you, my friends. Bye.